Named after their father Vimal Shah, who is now a company chairman, Bidco is the result of a dream solution to a problem Vimal and his brother Tarun first identified as students in USIU.
When we started off, our sales turnover was very small. It was hand to mouth. The whole annual turnover at that time was close to around $700,000-800,000 year one. And today, across East Africa, it's $500 million.
Mr. Shah is now the chief executive of the business, which turned over $500 million last year.
Having a clear-cut goal, clarity in terms of where I want to go. A lot of catchwords at that time were, when the banker said, you're too small, Unilever will kill you. All those things stuck in the mind. And in 2002, when we actually bought over the Kimbo and Cowboy brands from Unilever, that was probably an amazing moment to say, fine, what else? So all those probably had helped to carve out that passion inside. But really, you've got to know your product very well. You've got to know your consumer very well. And that was a big issue here is you must know who the consumer is and what are their buying habits. If your customer at the end is somebody who does use soap, in our case it was more soap, and does wash in a certain way, how do I differentiate myself? What is different in our products? And that's how will they value it? Because if you do a me too, which is like a copycat of somebody else, then what's the differentiator? So you need to have that clear. Who's your customer? How do they buy? When do they buy? Where do they use your product? How can I differentiate my offering to them? Whether it's goods or services, whatever it is, differentiate your services.
It has not been easy, but working as a close-knit family has made Bidco what it is today.
We've never had areas where we're looking at personal growth more than the company growth. Whatever we started with nothing. We put everything back into the expansion process, and we're still doing that. So we don't sort of siphon off money and say, fine, I do my own thing, and I do my own business, and he does his own business. We work together.
Since then, Bidco has moved further up the chain, creating oil processing factories for cooking oil as well as soap, buying land or contracting farmers to produce ingredients, and making hundreds of brands for East Africa's growing population of consumers.
Everybody's got a leader inside, bring that person out and encourage them to do that. The whole concept of happy, healthy living has come about from that to say, fine guys, if our people working with us are not working in a happy, healthy manner, there's no point in going out and saying your products. It will reflect in your products, it will reflect in your service, the way you serve your customers, it will reflect in their spirit.
Vimal does agree that being a successful business entrepreneur is not easy, but one has to have the drive to see their dream to fruition.
You always have mistakes. When you do something, there's always going to be challenges. There's always going to be areas or times when you are at a high and a low. It's obvious. I mean, if life was so easy, everybody would be going easy. You always have challenges. Day one, the challenge was funding, financing, how we're going to operate it, what's going to happen at a technical level. When you start a business, you are at operations, you are at management, you are a director, and you're a shareholder. You take all those roles and you wear the hat. You can't start from day one and say, I'm a shareholder, I'm just a director, and everybody else will be employed. We've spent days and nights in the plant. You must know your machinery, you must know what really ticks, you must know your procurement. Where and what am I producing? How is it produced? What are the raw materials required? How are they different? And based on that, you must do right procurement. You must also look for your economies of scale and scope in terms of where am I going in this market? Where do I want it to go? And really, when you align your passion, you know where you want to go, I believe the universe helps you.
Looking back at Bidco's 28-year journey, he has no regrets whatsoever.
In terms of where we're going, what we're doing, because that same goal from 28 years ago, we're still pursuing the same goal. All that has changed now is we're going all over Africa.
Currently employing 6,000 people across East Africa, Bidco aims for global presence.
Supply chain starts from suppliers to customers. We'd like to see much more engagement there, creating more jobs, but also at the same time, I think showing people that even a Kenyan can do it. And we can be world class and we can be global companies from Kenya.
All in all, Vimal Shah believes that his greatest pillar is that at low times his strong belief in clear-cut goals have given him an edge over his competitors.
When you do something, whichever business you do as an entrepreneur, first thing is to believe in yourself. Second is believe in what you're doing, and also have hope and passion about going forward. And really say, come what may, we will tackle those problems.
Regina Manyara-Gitau, reporting for Business Hub.